All right. Y'all better be hyped. All right, where are we at? How we doing? Are we ready to rock and roll? Look, I'm in a new place. Whee! My life is chaos right now, y'all, but I am pulling through. How we doing? What's up? Jake's gonna join me very, very soon. We have got a hype day, y'all. These are what are called reveal streams. So let me tell you what we're gonna do, because we do it a little different. That's how we like to do things over here. Card Chop Reality, I appreciate that. Hitting that thumbs up makes the YouTube algorithm go, oh, I gotta push this video to other people. So you could help us out a lot by pressing like. Let me tell you about this stream today. Wizards is about to show us 3 different sets. This is not like a full reveal stream for them. We're gonna get some cards, but not a ton of cards or like all the mechanics or the story or any of that. We're gonna get the packaging. We're probably gonna get a couple tease cards, and that's probably gonna be it. But it's always a good time. We have a good time showing off, watching what they're showing off, rather. And there's another thing about this, and that's the fact that I'm going to be talking over it. Jake's going to be talking over it. We're going to be talking over it together. So if you want to watch it without us talking over it, go to twitch.tv/magic. They're going to take care of you over there. Their chat gets a little sometimes, but that's not our problem. But if you want to hear us talk over it, probably pause a little bit as we're going through, you're in the right place. Like I said, Jake's going to be joining me here very soon. We are waiting on MTG to go live. That should happen in about 9 minutes. Until then, you're stuck with me. I hope that's all right. MTG CamFan says, I'm going to join the Patreon at a high tier just because of this video. CamFan, we appreciate that. If anybody wants to get involved with our community on the deepest level, go check out our Patreon. Lots of cool rewards over there. Signed cards, play mats. That any level gets you entry into our Commander League. What's the Commander League? Commander League, thank you for asking, is run through our Discord. We play Commander over spelltable from the comfort of your home. That's right, we all come to your home. No, you play from your home over spelltable. We got prize support. That's why we put it as part of the Patreon. If you're just interested in checking it out, asking some questions, seeing if it's right for you, do me a favor and jump into our Discord. I just posted a link to our Discord directly just for you in chat right now. Mason, it's us and we're here to play Commander. MC's bringing bunions. Colors. Hey, I appreciate it. Look, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be pausing. We're going to be talking over it. Inevitably, I caveat these videos so much, but inevitably there's somebody like, I wish I wouldn't talk over what they're saying so much. That VOD exists. Go watch it. I invite you to go watch it. Then come on back. You hear us talk over it once you know exactly what they said. Sideshow. Get out of here. In the name of the Emperor, I'm seeing a little bit of hype. I'm seeing a little bit of hype for Warhammer 40k, but I gotta say, according to this poll, more than half of you are more interested in Double Masters 22 than you are interested in Dominaria United and Warhammer 40k. Gotta say. That is stats. Make sure you vote so that the stats are accurate. We got about 7 minutes until Wizards is going live with their stuff, and we're gonna watch what they drop on us today. Have y'all ever seen that scene in I Love Lucy? I don't know if you ever watched old shows, but there's a scene in I Love Lucy where they're like working at a candy factory and trying to do all the factory stuff they're supposed to do with the candy as it's coming by, and the belt just goes faster and faster and faster and faster. That's how I feel with Wizards and sets and me and Jake trying to create videos. I'm still like working my way through the Capenna videos. I still get, Brad, you didn't miss the stream. You're right here. Oh, and I gotta announce this. Speaking of the content just coming hot and heavy from Wizards of the Coast, we got a preview card, y'all. we're gonna have a preview card for Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. What? It's gonna be our second preview card ever. What happened? I don't know. We're lucky. So watch out. Into this month, 24th, I think, 25th. We've already been assigned our day. Whatever day we're supposed to reveal the card. Yeah, Mal, a lot of people have been saying that, but if it is, you know, whatever. I don't even know if it's one of the ones that are spoiled. Honestly, it's like I was saying, there's so much that's been coming out and sets being released and just a bunch of craziness that I didn't even get a chance to really take in any of those leaks. And honestly, this might be licking the boot or eating the whole boot. I don't freaking know, but I kind of like how Wizards has been doing their rollouts recently. The order that they release the cards and talking about the story as it comes out and sort of laying the foundation of the plane. I've kind of dug it, and I like engaging in it that way. Leaks are good and leaks are necessary to acknowledge. I don't agree with all the people that are like, oh, I ignore links. Thank you for that subscription, Ms. Tikal. Dudgel. I don't agree with all those people that are like head in the sand, ignore all the leaks, because they might have MTG Finance ramifications, right? You don't want some random card just exploding in price and you're unable to get it because it leaked. Everybody else knows about it and you're pretending like it doesn't exist. We just haven't covered them this time. Sometime we do cover them. We have covered them before. Looks like Wizards is live on their starting soon screen. Oh, if we're at 68 likes on the stream, somebody has got to click like. Just one person. Please put us over the edge. The jacket hanging on the door in the background is unsightly. Please remove it. Your Highness, I'm sorry about the jacket. Tim, Sir Tim, Sir, lovely Sir Tim. The jacket must remain as it is foundationally critical to the structural integrity of this home. I apologize for the jacket. An unsightly thing being in your view. In the future, we will have the guards remove the jacket so it's not so unsightly. Let's look at it. Who put that there? Yeah, see, Mason knows exactly what's going on. At a certain point, that jacket's gonna get off and walk away, and y'all are gonna... I'm gonna have to pretend like it didn't exist. Jacket makes it look like I have a man bun. Does that look like I have a top bun right there? I don't know if it does or not. Show the new room off. This is my... I'm taking it back, y'all. My wife and I just built a house, but we can't get internet out there yet because it's out in the middle of the woods and it's going to take a couple weeks. So I am fully reset into my childhood bedroom. I'm at my mom's house. Any link to the official live stream, Seth, if you go to twitch.tv/magic. Twitch.tv/magic is going to have the official live stream. Long-time Magic player, first-time 40k player, so I'm hyped. Yeah, Aeronautical. I think those commander decks are going to be cool. Jacob.
What's up?
Oh.
I decided to join just so that I could eat for everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stream is starting right now. Jake M is in the building.
I'm not... What? Yeah, you should be in a building too. That's my understanding.
I am in some buildings. Y'all, this stream is starting. Hang on. We got to swap over here. We're actually gonna throw it to. There. Sorry about all the chaos here. All right, let me cut the music down. Let me turn this up. Give me just a second, chat. They're already chatting, but it's okay. We'll catch up. I told you we were going to be talking over this.
Coming up because Warhammer 40,000 has a lot of things going on for it. So tell us about
Here we go, chat.
Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited to finally be talking about this to the public. It's been happening for a while, and I'm so excited to get into this. Warhammer 40,000 made a lot of sense for us because a lot of people in the building are hardcore fans.
Yep.
And so it's very fun when we work on a project where people in all different departments are like, ooh, me, pick me, right? Because they love that IP so much, and that was very much the case with Warhammer. So I'm very excited. We are dropping 4 commander decks and 3 secret layer drops that are in collaboration.
MTG Cam fan,
with
I can't tell if you're
Warhammer
trolling, bro.
40,000 IP.
Oh wow. So so that's because for Universes Beyond stuff that we've done in the past, it's mostly been kind of secret layer drops, small things here or there. This sounds pretty big.
Yeah, absolutely. With each IP comes a different opportunity to really, we really view these as like a love letter to these different brands and gaming that, like I said, we're also
MTG Cam
fans
fan,
of.
Jesper, thank you for
And
those super
so,
chats. I'm going to read them just a
looking at
second.
each one and thinking about, okay, what makes the most sense here? What product actually can tell this story in the best possible way? And for Warhammer 40,000, it really made a lot of sense to do commander decks. It also, it's a social format, and it just has a lot of those like similar elements to why people love Warhammer are similar reasons to why people love Magic.
Alexander, happy birthday, bud.
Amazing, like big world, right? They have, it's a pretty massive universe that they've got going on there. And so it was a little too big for secret layer alone.
Sure, makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, so you said 4 commander decks, 3 secret layer drops.
Wow.
What can you give us any more specifics around those things?
Well, there is going
Jake,
to
we
be
got our
a
work
never
cut out for
before
us.
seen treatment that's coming out in these, which is going to be
Yo, you need to read that
search
super
foil.
chat.
Oh, okay.
It's
You
really cool.
seriously
It's really
need to
pretty.
read it, like, right now, Joel.
We're going
Okay.
to talk about a few really cool treatments today.
Yep.
But Surge Foil is a new
MTG
one.
Cam fan says, I just got the
it's really
$2,000
beautiful.
Patreon
I'm
tier.
not
That's our
gonna say
advertiser
much.
tier. I just want a per
know that
vid shout out. No video needed this month.
Videos and photos of the
If that's for
treatment to
real,
show
if you're
you
not
exactly what it
trolling,
looks
yeah,
like.
you got it.
And that's going to be
It's
able
an
to describe it better than my
advertiser
words.
tier.
So I won't scoop our
The
social
pictures
team on that.
always do way more justice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll show those
That's
off on
pretty
social
wild.
as we get a little
Tom,
bit closer.
happy birthday.
But, they do look really cool.
They're really cool. They're really different. We've been, as you probably noticed, we've been playing around with our treatments quite a bit lately, and it's been really cool. It's been really fun, and so we have a lot of really unique new treatments that are coming out, and like you said, they look just amazing on video. So
Yeah.
look out for those.
So now 4 commander decks, but my understanding is that there's different versions of each deck.
That's right. So for the first time ever, we are going to be doing a collector's edition
Okay.
commander decks.
Okay. So each of the 4 commander decks will have kind of 2 versions.
Exactly, a standard
Oh,
and a collector's
Jake,
edition.
did you hear
I
that?
think we've got some of the product shots if we can put those up.
Each of these are going to have a
and yeah, you'll
collector's
see they
version of the commander
cleverly
deck.
blocked off the
So we got
cards
commander decks
What
that have
could it be?
commander version and
But
collector version,
with
y'all.
the names on, so you can do a little
Sideshow and acid, I
sleuthing.
appreciate it.
Look at that super chat sideshow.
Forces of the Imperium could mean something.
Jesper
Yeah,
said you just have
I
a
bet
brain
it means
aneurysm,
something
dog.
Warhammer.
Maybe. Every now and then.
Then we have the
Oh, look at Tyranid Swarm.
deck. You can see it's blue, red, green on the side. Well, let's take a look at the third one. The Ruinous
Hey, here's
Powers.
a
or
new
fourth one, sorry.
commander.
The Ruinous Powers. There we can see a card on the front. That's no accident. We're actually going to show off that preview card. So we have
Here we go.
Abaddon the Despoiler, legendary creature. It's 5/5 trample. And you'll notice, so is that, Harless, do I spot a mechanic in that, or are we using flavor words there like we did for AFR?
This one is going to be in that AFR flavor realm as opposed to a brand new mechanic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's something we're doing for this
Yo,
to kind of bring
collector's
more of
commander
that
decks.
flavor and lore
That's
feeling
insane.
from Warhammer set.
Exactly.
Makes
yes.
sense.
You know, we, like I said, we really want to make these feel like you're in.
Yeah,
you're
MTG Camp Fan.
experiencing
I
the
see it in
universe
Patreon.
of
So we'll
Warhammer.
talk
And
about it
so
in just a
what
minute.
better way to do
That's
that
pretty
than by
wild, dude.
changing up the text to mirror that and showcase that.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that $20
that's one
super
of the
chat.
legendary characters. It's the only one we're going to show off for now. But we do have a couple other preview cards.
Oh yeah.
So we have a big splashy card to show next called Blood for the Blood God. That's a mana cost of 8 black, and red. That's 11 mana. Now there's a cost reduction on there. But now I've not played Warhammer, but
What?
as you said, we have a lot of fans in the building, and their
Bro,
eyes
this
just
is
kind of
like
lit
Blasphemous
up when
Act's
they saw
best
this
friend.
card.
Absolutely. I mean, the
Blasphemous Act
people
brought
who
their
work
brother
on
to
this
the
set in
party.
the building are true Warhammer 40,000 fans,
Mm-hmm.
and there was so much love put into getting
This
these
is
right.
an
And this
insanely
card is
strong
just
card.
So fun.
I
Blood
love
for the
this
Blood
card.
God, flavor
It's
text,
instant
gold for
speed,
the
bro.
Skull Throne. It just
It's
feels
so
epic.
good.
Even if you aren't familiar with
It's
Warhammer,
instant speed.
I feel like this card's just exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Why
we are
did they
gonna show
make it an
off-
instant?
No, I said no mechanics on the face card. We
Oh,
are gonna show off
just, you
one
know,
card
discard
with
your
a
hand
sticker.
instant
So
speed
let's
before
show
you're upkeep. Why
Vanguard
not?
Suppressor.
Before you're
So
untapped.
Squad 2 is going to be a
Are you kidding me?
mechanic that is in the set, and it explains it right on the card.
Oh, that's cool.
But you've got
Squad makes
yeah,
copies of
you
the
can show off
creature as
token
it comes
well.
into the battlefield.
But it's
That's
also got
tight.
some of that.
I like that ability.
flavored wording. in
Flavorful
there
and
as
makes
well.
sense.
Yeah, and this art too is just so quintessential Warhammer. It's so beautiful. It's really, I've been obsessed with
Guns
this
and
art piece
MTG.
ever since I first saw it. I think I've used this in many, many internal presentations.
I've seen some of those presentations. Yep. I was like, this card looks familiar.
Hit me.
Yep, that's Harless.
Wow.
One more preview card. Now, this last
Wow.
card is actually a promo, correct?
Wow.
Yes, that is right. So this is Fabricate.
Well, there's a Fabricate reprint.
The sorcery is 2 and a
Oh,
blue.
okay, cool.
And this one is going to be available.
Is
Sorry,
that the
my notes here.
second
Double-checking my
ever
notes here.
printing of Fabricate?
Oh, no, not at all. Here it
Well,
is
no, it
right
does
here.
bring up an important point because
We got
so
the
these
list,
sets,
Plane
we've seen
Chase
some new
M20
cards.
or
Yeah.
Now there are going to be
M10,
new
mirrored
cards,
in
but they're also
originally.
going to be
Heads
reprints.
of
yeah,
Wind, Tails
okay.
You Lose, Secret Lair had
Warhammer
one.
flavored
But it's still like a
art, correct?
$5
absolutely,
card
yeah.
or more.
You know, we
So
want to make sure the commander decks are really playable.
Getting that price
and
down
that
is
they
good.
make a lot of sense together. So you'll definitely see reprints pulled into there for sure.
All right,
yeah,
great.
no. Fabricate is
So
legal in Commander.
that is all we have for Warhammer 40,000 right
Fabricate
now,
puts it
so,
into your hand. You're
uh,
thinking of Tinker,
Stay
chat.
tuned. We will obviously talk more about
Tinker
that
is
as we get
banned.
closer
Tinker is the one
to
that puts it right
previews.
onto the battlefield.
But we got more to talk about. We've even got more preview
The
cards
stamp is
coming.
triangular for
when we talk
Universes
about Double
Beyond.
Masters
If you look at the
2022. I'm excited for this
Stranger
one.
Things or the
There's
Walking Dead
so
cards,
much good stuff here.
they've got that
Yeah.
triangle stamp
But
on them.
before we do that, let's take a look
Here
at
we go,
the logo
baby.
and some of the key dates.
Double
There's
Masters
some
22.
key art as well.
Let's
There's some
freaking
familiar
go.
Figures.
Yes.
People may
Double
recognize.
Masters 2022.
And
This is what we
then,
care about.
some
All right, I'm
key
going to be nice and
dates.
quiet
So
here.
Previews are going to begin on
Stop
Stop
June
talking over the
16th.
video.
And then the full set will be revealed by June 24th. And then July 1st through 7th, players are going to be able to participate in some WPN Premium preview events. So if your local game store is a WPN
Yeah, I saw the
Premium
chain veil
store,
there, Peter.
they're going to have preview
Liliana
events
holding the
ahead
chain
of
veil and the key
worldwide
art's pretty
release
cool.
on July 8th.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, well, if you think that's exciting, this is going to blow your mind.
Previews start June
because
16,
we're gonna look
Jake,
at
just as an internal
some
note.
product shots.
June
Yay!
16, we got Double Masters
Woo,
22
product
starts.
shots.
So the graphic on the left, the black one,
Mm-hmm.
I actually we got some of those in the office, and I got to open one the other day.
okay.
I like that collector
Oh,
booster
it was
look.
so good, so good.
We're gonna
Thank
do
God
that on the
they look
show,
like
so
different
it's-
products.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't be too jealous. So, yeah, tell us a little bit about the product lineup for Double Masters.
Yep. So we are going to have.
That's actually a good
draft
update to that
boosters
thought,
as
Jake.
well as these collector boosters. This kind of standard stuff.
Bro,
These are going to be lots of new artwork. We're going to have have powerful legendary cards for that are returning, and then each of these.
This set is a
draft
love
boosters
letter
is
to
gonna be packed
MTG
with two
players.
rare
Yeah, seriously,
and/or
money
mythic rare
grab.
cards plus 2 foil cards.
That means they're like, we
And
really are
double
counting on people
Hence
buying
double
this.
masters, exactly. And
This
there are even more ways
set
to
is a
to collect
love
these cards. So
potion
there's-
on the consumer's
Well,
wallet,
really
is what they
exciting.
meant to say.
Got you.
Every rare and mythic rare in this set has a foil etched version of the card. And we saw this before in Commander Legends, and it's coming back now. It's so beautiful. It's this kind of more like
giant
subtle
foil etched
treatment. It's so pretty.
But that's and
pull
we're gonna
from
talk
Double
about
Masters
this in a second, but that's not
22.
the only
Every
new
rare and
treatment,
mythic they said is going to have a foil etched.
There's another new foiling process here.
That's right. So in this one, we are going to have, and sorry,
New
we're talking
treatment.
about Double Masters. Yes, we are going to have, making
Yo,
sure.
chat, can you get us to
This
169
one
likes
also
for the
has,
memes, please?
The absolutely beautiful textured foils.
Yeah, we are going to show one of those in a second.
I love these.
They're-
They're so beautiful.
Let's just keep talking about how cool they are before
and not
we
show you.
Not
You
just,
don't get to
they're,
see these.
They're
We're
so
just gonna
cool, you
describe
guys.
them.
Textured
There's
foils.
There's texture. They shot. Anyway, we are going to show that. And in fact, why don't we just do that?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So not the textured foil yet, but we will show some preview cards. Let's do preview cards. Producer Sean,
A
thank
new
you. It's not
version
jumping
of
out of order.
foil.
Let's show a couple preview cards first because we have
All
this.
right.
So
Cool set symbol.
there are 3 different treatments for or
That
3
Kozilek in the
different
middle is
frames.
sick.
So what are each of these frames, Harless?
Okay, so we are going to have my notes went out of order here. So we are going to have a regular.
Kozilek
a
Butcher is a
borderless, and a foil etched
$68
version
card
here.
cheapest.
The foil
So
etched is
casual
gonna
starting
have
off
that
with a
treatment on it
$70
that gives
card.
it that extra like sparkle shine, you know, all the shinies that we love in Magic. It's
Yep.
not like the rainbow shine; it's a little bit different.
Oh,
But
man.
it has its own.
Chad, if they show us an
spectacular
Imperial Seal
sparkle.
here.
Yeah, and the new foiling that you talked about. That's
They're not
gonna
going to
be
show it right
on the
now.
borderless version.
No,
correct?
that
It'd be dope, but
It'd
they're not
be-
going to.
Like day
You're, like,
one.
shaking your
They'll
head
show
at
that
me.
one day one.
Can't see you.
That's right.
Kozilek
All right,
is
let's
spicy,
look at
though.
our
I like
next
it.
review card. This one's going to
Yeah,
excite a lot of people. I know.
$68
It's
card.
exciting.
Ren and
For
6
me,
reprint.
because Ren and 6
Ren and
is
6.
it's getting its
This is
first
so good.
reprint.
Yes.
I'm going to
and
call
there's
for Ixian
another
Altar,
new
too. I think we're going to get an Altar
art
reprint.
that's borderless.
This is a $90 card, y'all.
Yeah, this card is a powerhouse. and
Currently
every
Look at
one
that
of those
alternate.
Ooh!
Um,
This,
really strong
dude, Double
card,
Masters
really
has
cool
just
art
got me
there
so
in the
hyped.
middle.
Let's
I
go.
love the art. It feels like an embrace between the two almost. Like I love the silhouette of the side. You can clearly see they are joined, but it looks so much more intimate and personal from the front. It really showcases that relationship.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, the story where Ren and 6, where Ren leaves 6 and finds 7 is pretty heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
Anyway, next up we have our third and final Double
Last
Masters
hope?
preview card. So you may have seen Liliana on the box art. Liliana, the Last Hope is the version that we are getting in Double
$18
Masters.
card.
And again, you see those 3 different treatments.
Not bad.
This is a good hit.
Borderless,
Yeah.
again,
This is a nice hit.
Absolutely gorgeous
Yeah.
artwork.
In that middle.
3
Like
cost
motion.
walkers are good. This card is relevant.
And
If
then-
Modern ever makes a
Dun, dun,
comeback,
dun.
Talking
it's a good
about,
card.
yeah, so tell us a little bit about this
What the
spoiling, Arlen.
fuck?
Oh my gosh. So I really wanted to make sure we could show a video of this card because you can't
Yo, we
even
Pokemon
capture
now.
how cool
Let's
it is
go.
in a picture, right? Look at this movement in that it gives the card. So that is this new treatment, that what you're seeing all around Liliana in the middle there. And oh my gosh, it really feels like the cards are moving in your hand when you're holding them.
Well, and when you like rub your thumb over it, it's got a little bit of a texture to it.
Yeah,
right?
you know, with SNC, we brought in a little bit of a 3D texture with the golden,
Show us
gilded
on its
golden
side.
age frame.
You know that's what we all want to
And
see.
We're
Right.
pulling that in here as well.
Just
And
hold
it's
it up
not
sideways.
Like, an intense texture
Just
that you're going to be
hold
able
it
to
up.
like,
Right.
you know,
can't feel it
super
through a
feel.
sleeve or
Yeah.
anything like that. But yeah, it's just subtle. It lets you know it's a little bit different. It's very cool.
It's bringing like a whole new level of interacting with the cards in, right? Because you can feel the artwork a little bit more, which I personally think is very cool.
Yeah.
Does it look like a cold
And so
foil?
yeah, a select group of cards will have this texture foil.
Ooh,
in
baby.
Double Masters
That is
2022.
gorge.
I said it was the last preview card. I lied.
Ooh.
It's not. We have some promos that we
Yes.
are showing off as well.
Ooh,
So
okay.
tell us about these 2 promos, Arliss.
Yes, so we have, these are both going to be release promos. So we have Weathered Wayfarer as well as Bring to Light. And beginning July 1st at WP
Weathered
Premium
Wayfarer is a
stores
$10
and July
card.
8th
It hasn't been
everywhere,
reprinted since
you
9th
can,
edition. That's an
experience
onslaught
twice the
and
magic
9th
with
edition
Double
only
Masters.
card right
You
there.
can get these
For
Yeah,
Weathered
Bring to Light
Wayfarer.
came out of Battle for Zendikar, which was a
into your
heavily open
stores,
set,
for release.
Exactly.
and it's like worth nothing.
And these cards are
82
also in the main
cents.
set. So we have other versions as well. So there's the regular and
Weathered
the
Wayfarer.
foil
Oh,
X.
look, that's the old art. That's
Yeah,
the
so the promos
OG
have different
onslaught.
art. These
And that's
both
the
have
OG
reprint art on
Zendikar
them, but
art, I believe,
that
for
foil
Bring to
X
Light
is
as well.
new for both of them.
Black Border Weathered
Bring to
Wayfarer
Light is a
cool.
good card.
And I really can't.
Yeah, it's a good card. It's just
express enough how
it's not
pretty
the
and
card's
subtle
fault that
foil
it's
etching
cheap. It's
is.
the set's fault.
It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
It was
and
in a
ton of cards
weird
in the
growing
set get that
pains
foil
time.
X
Yeah.
treatment,
But it
so
is played in a
cards that
Niv
haven't had
Mizzet
it before.
modern deck as
If
well,
you like the
which is
foil
kind
X
of cool.
treatment, you're going to like what you get out of Double Masters.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move to our third preview in a trench coat. No preview cards here, just setting expectations. We're a little far away for this one, but let's talk about it because this is
Not gonna
this
see
is a
any
big moment
Dominaria
for us.
cards.
This is Dominaria United. We're returning to Dominaria again.
Yes.
What's going on here, Harless?
Okay, so we are, as you said, we are going back to Magic's home plane of Dominaria. And really, this is going to bring us into our 30th anniversary celebration. What better way to do that than return
Black
to our
Lotus
home plane?
reprint.
You know, this is quintessential Magic at its best, right? At its core. You know, Magic has a lot of quintessential fantasy elements, and Dominaria really plays into those. But this time, and this is exciting, this is going to kick off an epic story arc that's going to cover multiple sets.
Ooh, okay.
The fate of Dominaria and the multiverse is in jeopardy. And there's some story that you can look forward to later this year to dig into that, but it's epic.
Yep.
It's epic. It's
You
so
were
cool.
telling me right before the show.
I have some
completely
notes written down
approximately,
about
like,
this
I
one,
just
and
read this
it's
story and I
epic
was crying.
twice,
Yeah,
underlined.
No, it's so good.
Got it.
It's
There's
and,
gonna be a
you know,
story.
really
Write
just
that
having
down.
This, like,
There's
through
gonna be a
line
story.
for a few sets in a row.
Jake, did you write down that there's
is
gonna be a story?
Really interesting.
As far
and
as the
it's
story
tying
goes, I
things
wrote
together,
that
in an
down, but
interesting
that came
way,
from
and
you.
I'm
Did
trying to
they
be very careful with
mention
what I'm
No, she
saying
said
here.
there's
I
gonna be a
have
story
epic
later
twice.
this year.
And interesting.
It is
and
good.
There's a story.
Yes.
And
Oh,
I mean,
there we
it is,
go.
it is
There
something
is a
we've been
story.
building
Yeah.
to for a long time. And
Story,
we are going to
epic,
see
got it.
You know, the conclusion after the end of that arc. So
Right.
it's within sight. We can kind of start. We can at least start hinting at it instead of
Yeah.
saying no comment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
wink.
let's look at a couple key dates so we can give you some actual information instead of just vague booking everything. So Dominaria United pre-release events are going to start September 2nd.
Y'all, after
run
the
through the
Wizard stream is done, we're going to look back through. Jake's been making some notes. I'm going to pull up, like we always do. Hipster of the Coast has been tweeting out the key things as we go through. I like to go through their Twitter feed and sort of wrap everything up, check out what we've got coming down the pipe.
Yeah, you know, some things have all the
Card Shop,
information,
what's
some
up,
things
man?
don't.
Nice to see
'Cause
you.
we're pretty far out here, but
It is a friction
yeah,
takeover,
this is
Q.
the start of something big at Dominaria United.
Really big.
Yes. What we can show you some more hard information. Set symbols. So this is
Oh,
the
Jake, will you sketch down the
Dominaria
set
United
symbol
set
next to
and
your
then we
notes of
also
epic and story?
have the commander set symbol.
Just so we don't
I hate
lose
when you
out.
bring this kind of thing up because you know that I swore off drawing. I promised
And
myself I'd never do it
then,
again.
Harless, tell
Kenneth,
us
thanks for
about
that $2
the
super
product
chat.
line. This is
Love y'all's
Dominaria
content.
United.
Also, I'm having a baby. Congrats
This is
on your
exciting
baby.
thing, so tell us a bit
Congrats,
about the
bro. I'm
product
having a
line.
baby too
Yeah,
in
so you're gonna
August.
have a pretty standard suite here with
I got a little
draft
baby
boosters,
on the way.
Why do I feel like they
boosters,
finally
as
got the
well
memo
as,
about this
the
as far as the products
I
needing to
just
look
said
different?
special and
Probably
important
after
feel
the
like
first time it
so
happened,
is there
like 2 or 3
anything else
sets
that we're
back,
doing?
I think was
There
probably when it
is
first started
something else
manifesting.
that's going to be coming out with Dominaria.
Congrats
and
on that, Ken,
is
for sure.
Set Jumpstart.
You said set Jumpstart. So
Wait.
are we doing
Oh,
these with
God.
every set starting with Dominaria?
That's correct. So
Okay.
beginning with Dominaria,
Another
we will be putting out
booster
Jumpstart,
version.
which
Another
Congrats to Kenneth
is
Dixon
going
the
to be
third.
Another
you're gonna
version.
get,
No, it'll be
your
Kenneth
pack
Dixon the
list with
4th,
possible
actually.
themes on it.
I think
and
Or-
for every single set, we're going to start
It will
releasing these.
be.
Jumpstart is so beloved, and it's so
Congrats to
fun.
the
It's
previous
such a fun
Kenneth
way to play
Dixons.
Magic.
there you go.
Even like one of the things I love about Jumpstart
Kevin said
is
congrats on the
if
baby,
I'm
Jake and Joel.
newer,
I don't think it's our baby.
Which I still consider myself a
It's
new
gonna,
Magic player.
in spirit, it'll be
Um,
like our baby in the
it
sense
takes
where like it
away
takes a
the-
village.
like pressure of, am I doing
I have
this
one baby and
completely
it's a
right?
big
right?
baby.
Of the,
Joel
like,
knows
So
about it.
for those at home who don't know what Jumpstart is, we've released it a couple times now, but if you've never played Jumpstart, what is the Jumpstart experience?
Yeah, so Jumpstart's really, really great because instead of
So a brand new type of
draft,
boosters,
you draft
yay.
your deck.
Yep.
With Jumpstart, that
Set
is kind of taken out of the mix
Jumpstart
for you.
boosters.
With Jumpstart, you're able to open 2 packs of cards, which are going to have a theme that is you'll
she's paid
figure
to be
out once
happy
you
about it,
open the
Nicholas.
pack. You smoosh them together, and you have a deck.
Yeah.
And then you play against someone else with 2 packs, and then you just.
I don't think
you
it's a
just go,
bad
you jump
idea. I
into
think
it.
it's a nice on-ramp
Jumpstart.
without
It's
that
Jumpstart.
on-ramp
You
only
kind of
coming
just jump
around
into
every
the
so
gameplay
often.
without having to like
Now you get
understand
these
how to
little
build a deck,
themed
which can
packs
be
that
really intimidating
newer
to some
players can
but
just
also you
grab,
just don't have
like she
time.
said, shuffle and
right?
play.
Like sometimes you just want a quick
I
like.
have 3 small children. I
Yeah.
can't build decks.
Right.
Who has time for that?
Pre-cons forever. No. But I'm really excited. I think this is it's just going to be we really hope you love it as much as we love it.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about Jumpstart is kind of smushing together the themes and
Yeah.
just doing things like Phyrexian Unicorn.
Yes.
And we'll have different themes for each set, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll be able to get as many jump packs and as many themes as your heart desires.
Mason.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, so far what we've been talking about is all stuff coming up kind of within the next, few, 3-4 months-ish time frame. At some point,
Oh,
though,
Jake, before
we're
we
gonna
leave,
have
we
to
should
tell you
hold up our
all
dogs. We
about
have sister dogs.
everything coming in the future.
Yours
in
is right behind you, and I'm at
23,
mom's.
everything
So
past
Gracie's
that.
here.
And
I have a
we love
terrible
announcing our
neck,
announcements.
but
We
I'll do it for you.
It's so
Thank
good.
you.
Are you guys ready?
I
for an
get up in the
announcement of an
morning to
announcement?
announce announcements. This is
I
a
need a
big
new
announcement
neck.
of announcement though, because
Yes.
later this year we are doing something called Wizards Presents. Wizards Presents is going to, I'm going to
Hannah
double check
Throat.
this date, yes. August 18th is going to be Wizards Presents. And when we say Wizards Presents, we mean Wizards Presents. This is going to include
Forgot how to drink water
things from
there.
D&D, from other things we're working on. Obviously, a lot of Magic. We'll talk about
I want
sets
those
coming out in
posters that he's got on the
2023.
wall.
That story arc that you were referring to, we're going to have more information on that.
That's right.
And August 18th, it'll also help kick off Dominaria United. Big date. Mark your calendars. Take it off work. Call in sick. I'm giving you permission right now. You
heard
can
it here
just
first.
play this clip to your boss. I'm sure that
That
tracks.
works.
It works.
I'm going to do that. I think it might actually work for me.
It probably would actually. August 18th, though, you'll want to tune in to twitch.tv/magic for Wizards Presents.
For some big cool stuff.
Big cool stuff.
Big cool stuff.
Big cool, and that's really all we can say about it at this
That's
point.
all we can say. It's big cool stuff.
Yes. But let's pull back a little bit, and we've been vague booking a lot here a little bit. Let's talk some specifics because there are a couple updates
Yes,
for
is
Magic
Doodle.
Gathering Arena as well that I want to talk about now. As sort of a segue, next week is our debut for Commander Legends Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
Super excited about. That's happening Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, right here. We already recorded it. It's great.
Doodle stream.
We're going to be talking about a ton of cards. Now, Commander Legends
really are.
Baldur's Gate, not typically something that would come to Magic Gathering Arena because, there's no multiplayer. Commander's not a format on there. But it's such a cool set, and the flavor of Dungeons & Dragons is so cool that the Arena team found a way to bring a lot of that to Arena.
Jake, look at this dog.
So we are going to be releasing a set called Historic Horizons Baldur's Gate, Alchemy Horizons Baldur's Gate. There we go. It's going to have new mechanics, new legends, powerful new spells.
Look at that
It is
bow.
going to be flavorfully
Oh, shit, Baldur's
related
Gate, though.
to the tabletop Baldur's Gate. It's coming on July 7th. So there will be new mechanics, new spell, like a whole bunch of new stuff. We will do a preview season for that. We'll roll it out. We'll talk about it after Tabletop Commander Legends. Additionally, we recently rolled out our.
I can't explain how much I don't like alchemy.
Arena
It's a personal
Premier
feeling.
Play system.
I'm
And
so
that is-
mentally
it
averse
attaches
to
the
it.
tabletop system. We've got a lot of stuff going on.
I like
so
bannings
there are
more
a few
than
events
alchemy.
coming up that we wanted to call out. We've got an arena open on May 14th and 15th. Day one is Streets of New Capenna Sealed. a format I found really fun. And day 2 is Streets of New Capenna Draft, a format I've also found fun, but I'm not very good at. But
Because you don't have time to make your decks.
if you are, exactly, I don't have time to make decks. If you are good at it, definitely check out the Arena Open on
Yeah,
May
Jake
14th
pet the dog and then
15th, you can
teleported
just
it to
win
me,
some
and then
straight
I
cash.
pet the dog.
That's my birthday. I'm very
Yep.
excited.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank
happy
you.
almost.
We're actually in the same house.
Next up, we have a qualifier play-in. So this is new. So this is part of the new system where you can actually play in these events with, you don't have to qualify for them. You can just go right into these events. There's a best of 1 event and a best of 3. So May 21st is the best of 1 event. May 27th is the best of 3 event. You can play. They're both SNC Phantom sealed. If you do well enough in those,
Thank you to
can
Vox Fox for that
qualify
super chat.
for the next event, the qualifier weekend. So the qualifier weekends, these are the ones that plug directly into the Magic Pro Tour and also can qualify you for the Arena Championship. So this one is taking place May 28th through 29th. It is all best of 3. Day 1 is Streets of New Capenna Phantom Sealed, and the day 2 is Streets of New Capenna Phantom Draft. This is a big one, again, because it starts qualifying people for the Arena Championships.
This is the start of a new OP
and
system for
then-
them that is probably more positive than having not one.
Next up,
Bihei,
we
yes.
have,
40k was
some
right at
stuff
the beginning
for
if you want to go
people
back to the
who-
top.
We are going to go back through all of the
Not
relevant,
digital.
cool announcements that we got and all the cards that were
local game
previewed.
store love.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
what do
chat,
we
thank
have
you so much for hanging out.
Well, this is very
Can you help us get
exciting.
to
I think this is very
269
exciting.
likes now for the
so
memes?
starting July 1st at WPN stores.
We got 480
around the world,
watching.
Magic
Help us
the
get to
Gathering product
269.
purchases of $50, that's in US dollars, or more will give you this
Whoa!
incredible promo card, which is, of course, Soul Ring, and it's in
Well,
this awesome retro
then there's
frame,
that.
which I
Hello.
think is really cool because it originally, of course, was released
Yeah, it's
in
that,
a retro
it's that
frame.
new art that has become kind of a staple
What?
for Soul Ring, but in
What?
the older frame.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting because to me, I love seeing new art in this retro frame. It helps juxtapose like how far the Magic art style has come over
Spend
the years.
50 in
I
store,
personally
that's
think it's really
it.
fun.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
So yeah, we
Make a
ran one of these love your local
Whoa,
game
Chicken
store
Richard.
So if you're getting a deck,
promotions,
if you're planning to
I
get
believe
some
it was
stuff,
last year.
That sounds
it was
right.
it was pandemic time.
Chicken
Nobody
Richard, I
really
know you're gonna
knows
get a
how
stack
long
of
it
these,
was.
bro.
It
Together.
happened.
Send 2 to
It
me
was
and
a
Jake,
thing.
please. Thank you.
It worked out really. People enjoyed
Please and
it.
thanks.
It got people back into stores, and
We'll buy
so
them
we're
from
running
you.
that back. And what
Next
more could
foil
you
quest
ask
is
for than
tonight.
a Soul Ring that-
mediocre it is tonight. I'm about to prep the stream as soon as this is
pretty.
done.
But that's not the only.
We got a
sort of
double
promo
stream
we're
day
giving
coming at
to
y'all
local
today.
Stores for activations. What else do we have going on?
Well, we are bringing back store championships,
Mm-hmm.
which is very exciting. So with store championships, basically there are going to be 3 cards
Soul Ring is
available
that
for
super
different,
secret tech,
levels of
remember.
participation. So,
Not an ad. I'm drinking
just
Dr.
for showing
Pepper
up,
cream
you
soda,
get
0
a
sugar.
Flame Slash.
Whoa!
The top
Oh
8
my God, that looks
competitors
like
are
what
gonna
you drink
earn
in
this
hell.
Archmage's
Look at
Charm,
Dark
and
Confidant,
then the winner
dude.
is going to get this
Oh.
promo version of Dark Confidant.
Oh.
So you're going to want to check with your local
This is
game
the first
store and
Texas
compete
card
in these
we've
store
had in a long time.
championships because
And that Archmage's
that's how you're
charm,
gonna get all
dude.
3 of
Yeah.
these
Holy
amazing
shnikes.
cards.
Little Teferi Archmage's
Yeah,
charm.
and
If you're good.
If you're good, you can get the Flame Slash regardless.
If you're me level, you can get Flame Slash.
You can definitely get Flame Slash. Archmage's Charm and Dark Confidant, you got to work for a little
Exactly,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, the top 8 or the championship. Both very cool cards, both wonderful treatments.
Wow.
Check with your local game store.
That full
They'll
art
have
Dark
more
Confidant,
information.
dude. Dark
Definitely
Confidant
go-
is still a strong card.
They can get you signed up. If you've never gone to a play event before, they can tell you exactly what to expect as well. So
Yep.
definitely reach out to them, ask questions. They're there to help, and we love our local game stores,
We do love our
as
local
our
game
promo says.
Yeah. Well, especially as
They love the local
everyone's
game
getting
stores.
back
You heard 'em
to
say it here.
tabletop play and being able to play in person. It's
Yeah.
it's an exciting time, and we've all missed it.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't miss it, but I missed out on it, right? Because I joined during the pandemic.
Yep.
And it is so fun. There's just such a buzz
There
around everyone being able to play together again. So
Absolutely.
that's what Magic is for, gathering.
The Gathering. So that
Aw.
is all of the new
The real
information
gathering
that
was the
we have
friends we
today.
made along the way.
But I love you, and I also like throwing producer Sean for a loop. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to recap the preview cards that we showed earlier. That's always everyone's favorite. We are going to start from the top, and I'm vamping a little bit to give Sean producer. He's good.
We need a jingle.
Yeah.
For like when we're putting Sean on the spot. You know?
Yeah.
Like do do do. I don't know.
I don't think we can use that one. But
I know, I cut myself off.
Let's take a look at the Warhammer 40,000 previews that we showed earlier.
One last look through
First
on their
up
dime.
is
Fine.
Abaddon the Despoiler.
We've got this thing called a
Available
surge
in
foil.
Surge foil as well as traditional foil. And again, preview on that surge foil to come soon.
Yep, absolutely.
So we don't know what a surge
And then
foil looks
blood
like, but
for
we
the
will
Blood God
in
with
the future.
Some
Which is a new
fantastic
kind of
skull for
foiling
the
like
skull
gilded
throne
foils.
Flavor text.
I feel like you have to say that one like
When you
aggressive.
cast this,
Yeah.
100%.
I love that blood of the blood god.
Chant it,
Oh, this
maybe
card
even.
is so sick.
Yeah.
Do not. Thank you for that subscription,
Next
pal.
up, we have Vanguard Suppressor, which has that new squad ability.
Later,
You'll
card
be
shop.
seeing more in there.
Card shop, take care.
And then finally,
Always a
we
pleasure.
have the promo, Fabricate, which again calls out this. You know, we showed off three new cards. There are going to be
This is a picture from
reprints
you
that
in science
are
class in
set
college, right, Jake?
in the world of Warhammer 40,000.
I think. No, I would have
In
never made it
storage.
to science class in college.
Next
You would have
up
been asleep.
is some preview
Yeah,
cards
I would have never made it there.
2022. These are spicy.
I learned
So,
science from
Kozilek,
you.
Butcher of Truth.
Oh God, don't
I
do
know
that.
people are- whenever you
All
show
my
an
science
Eldrazi,
is
the
mostly
preview
about the
people start
universe
looking
and
at the
energy.
collector number at the bottom to try to figure out like, oh, are they doing more Eldrazi, less Eldrazi? Is this the only?
We don't know,
Eldrazi?
Colin.
So
we gotta
we'll
wait
start getting that
to
number
see a
crunch for
surge
Double
foil in the
Masters
wild.
Starting immediate. It's probably already started.
Ty S,
Someone
this
somewhere has
is,
a spreadsheet.
Double
Here's
Masters.
Kozilek, Butcher of
Double
Truth.
Masters
22.
2,
Go
2022.
start sleuthing. Internet
Paul, appreciate
people.
you. You stay handsome.
Next up, we have Red and
I can't wait to be here to see what Double Masters 2222
out,
looks like. We
there
will be
are-
long gone.
Just to set expectations
We'll be heads
here.
floating,
Ren
or
and
we'll be
Six
brought back
and
from
the
machine
Liliana,
learning
the last folk that
and
we're gonna
facial
show, are the only
reconstruction
two
technology.
planeswalkers that get this treatment.
So we'll
They're
live
not
on
the
in the
only
digital
planeswalkers in
world.
the set,
That's correct.
but they
Yeah,
are
the
only
cards will have
planeswalkers who
bones
get
of the
this
creators.
treatment. Borderless treatment is the one I'm referring
They'll
to.
have like pieces of like
Then,
Gavin's
yep,
DNA.
there's the shiny.
embedded
Michael
into that.
Shiny.
Yeah.
I'm
And that-
here for
that-
the shinies. I have to say, like, I'm
Yeah.
so here for
I
the
think
shinies.
this is my
and
favorite
this one
part
is
all
just-
day. I've always
so
been a
shiny.
When
huge
we had these in the office,
proponent of them going wild with the foils like other
it's a gorgeous
card games
new
have.
foiling process.
Yep.
It looks really cool
Get
up
it.
close, and you know this picture does a very good job of doing it justice and showing it off. But even then,
the
you gotta
Warhammer
do it.
set is going to be
Absolutely. Yeah,
4
shout
or
out
5
to,
commander
our social
decks,
team
and it's
for
going to be
this
3 secret
incredible,
layers.
Incredible visual here.
So it's
TG, you're not
It really
wrong.
does-
Yeah.
does capture,
spread
like, the
across
movement of the
commander
card.
decks and secret layers, and the commander decks are going to
and
have
then we
a
have
regular
a
version
few
and a
promos.
collector's version, like a collector booster, but a collector's pre-con. So we have to see what that is going to bring us as well, because I can see myself. I'm a person who likes to like get the pre-con from a deck and then get all of the special treatment from the set, and you know, make it really thematic and cool. There's going to be so much money spent on buying the collector pre-con and all the secret layers to add to the collector pre-con. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Jake, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this
promos
dog out of my room.
for- We got the Love Your Local Game Store, the Retro Soul Ring. People love cards. Just give the people what they want. And then
While
Store
supplies
Championships,
last, we'll try to
left
figure
to
that
right
out.
on how difficult they are to obtain. Flame Slash, just go play in a store championship, show up with a legal deck, and enter the event, and you get one of those. Archmage's Charm, you know, you gotta be pretty good. Top
The Soul
8,
Ring promo
Dark
is
Consonant, you
I
gotta
think
get
it's
good. You gotta get
a
good to
spin
get that
$50
one.
at your
That's for the
LGS in
winner
a
and the
certain
winner
window of
alone.
time.
It's like a little.
It's not going to be
probe that you
difficult to
carry
spend
around your
$50 at an
binder.
LGS.
Yeah.
or just like sleeved in your pocket. Oh yeah, were you the top person in store championships this year? Because I was.
Back in my day, we used to do playmats, and those were cool. But if they were like, oh, you could have this playmat, or you could have this unique dark confidant.
John with the super chat.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree. I love a good playmat. I think I have more playmats on my desk
MTG
than
money
anybody
grabs
else
will
in my
kill
room.
Magic.
Yeah.
Players
I
will
have
move
so
on
many playmats.
if it gets too
I just put
expensive
them
to
all out at
play.
once. You know, like it's
Yeah.
just like a table
I mean-
cloth,
Things, couple
basically.
things about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're useful for that.
I'm going to let
At
them
any
talk.
rate,
I'm going to turn them down a little
That is
bit.
all the information we have.
Okay, he said that's all they got. John, I tend to agree with you, but I think what they're doing is pushing the product, the base level versions of the product down in price as they release all these super collector variants. Those are the variants that are going to go for the high money. Basic. I mean, I was in Discord talking about it today. I wanted that new Xander the collector card in gilded foil to put into my precon of the same colors, and I wanted the most pimp version to put in there. Looked it up today, and that's a $70 card. However, I could, you know, just go and grab a base level copy of it, and that's only going to cost me about $4 to $6. So I could get a copy. It's not the most pimp copy, but to get a copy to play, it's actually not that expensive. I think I could go on for many, many moons about this exact question, because I think it's a good point, but I think that people look at it a little wrong.
Aaron McNally says it's already expensive to play, and I do think it's based on, you know, what you're playing, because, you know, you can go get a pre-con commander deck that has everything you need right there in the box for, you know, what, 35 to 40 bucks. And yeah, I mean, that's expensive to somebody, but it's, you know, it does get you a deck that's ready to go if you want to just play some casual commander. Are you going to win every game with it? Probably not, but you're going to get to tweak it. You can switch your generals around, and you can pick up cards for, you know, big budget, you know, or just proxy stuff. If you're like, man, I really want to play a replenish, but replenish is $100, just play a proxy of it. Figure out if it's a card you absolutely need. I think there's some workarounds if you do want to be able to play it. It's not super expensive. You know, just my thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, that is them. So I'm going to send them
Gonna
off
do a little review
into the Ragavan realm, and we are going to go look at Hipsters of the Coast recap on this, because they normally do a great job of taking all the pictures. So this is really the first thing. We saw all of our pre-con decks, four pre-con decks from the
chat. We're so close to 269 likes. Can you get us there? Can you get us there just for the memes? We're so close.
From the Warhammer 40k decks, we are going to have base versions and collector edition versions of these pre-con commander decks. This is all also coming alongside 3 secret layer drops. So in totality, the Warhammer 40k product coming to us is going to be 3 secret layers of Warhammer 40k and 4 commander decks, each with a different version, the base version and the collector's edition of the commander deck. We don't really have many more details other than that, but we did see the Tyrannid, we did see the Imperium. So the Tyrannid is going to be a, oh no, sorry, this is Necron Dynasties. This is a mono black pre-con deck. That's very interesting. I missed that when we were going through it. A mono black pre-con deck. That I like that a lot. Forces of the Imperium is our black, blue, white. We've got the
little Esper action.
Yep, Esper for the Imperium. We got the Tyrannid Swarm representing our Maelstrom Wanderer colors, if you will.
Teamer.
Little Teamer love.
You remember Teamer Standard, where everything was Teamer, and they even had like Black Teamer, and
oh yeah. And we also got Ruinous Powers, which is our
Scarab God,
which is our like probably more traditional what you think of when you think of 40k. I don't know much about 40k, y'all. Honestly, I'm gonna have to learn between now and then, so I don't call any of this dumb stuff the wrong name. But red, black, blue. We've got the Ruinous Powers. And we saw
one thing that I really like about, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
You're fine. Go
but
ahead.
One thing I really like about 40k is the aesthetic of it. The armor, you have like the giant pauldrons, just like the Space Marines look really cool. It's always been like one of those worlds that looks kind of like, I don't know, a very unforgiving world. And then there's also, I don't know if anybody ever played StarCraft, but it in a lot of ways reminds me of the Marines in StarCraft. The armor looks very similar to 40k. It's just a really cool aesthetic, and it's something that you know, I think it's neat to have Magic versions of these cards. This is a game that could never have its own card game, so the fact that it gets to live inside of MTG is kind of neat.
Paul asks, does the collector version of the EDH deck come with 100 curved sleeves to adequately protect them? And that is a good question, and I hope it really does. We got to see a bad in the despoiler, red, black, blue, 2 other 5/5 trampler. Type.
Vicious says 40k has its own card game. I don't even know about it. You know, that's kind of why I think an IP like this needs to live inside of MTG. That way it gets a little more exposure. Sorry to cut you off again, Joel.
Type is a Startes Warrior. It's got trample on the 5/5 body, and it says during your turn, spells you cast from your hand with mana value X or less have Cascade, where X is the total amount of life your opponents have lost this turn. So big lost life spells or big attacks is going to let you cast more spells for free via Cascade. Cool to have Cascade in these colors. This isn't normally, that is a teamer effect, minimum like Simic effect, and green is not present in this deck, so it's nice to get a little cascading action on a red, black, blue card. What do y'all think of this one?
Kind of cool. I think it's kind of neat. I'm getting absolutely educated here in chat on StarCraft's origin, and Hugh Murphy says StarCraft was originally going to be 40k based until Blizzard broke off talks. Their Marines are very much based on Space Marines. Okay, so the more you know. Now we know.
There you go.
Thank you for sharing that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've always kind of thought they were just the same. That shows how much I know about that fandom.
Yeah, there you go.
I think this is the card that Jake and I were most excited about today, and that's Blood for the Blood God. This card seems like it is quite staple-ish. I don't like to call cards staples, but I will say this is staple-ish.
If you're in Rakdos, I think that this card is a shoe-in.
If you're in a Rakdos deck that's running Blasphemous Act, it's a yes. It's a 100% yes. Because this and B-Act run right alongside each other. One less for each creature that died this turn. So it's not going to be super difficult to turn that into a black, red spell. And then at instant speed, discard your hand, then draw 8 cards, 8 damage to each opponent, exile the card so you can't recast it. This doesn't even have a drawback, ladies and gentlemen. This does not have a drawback for you. Other than you're discarding your hand, and that's not a drawback, y'all.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, the way that I feel about it is, you know, even if they Wrath for 5, you can EOT cast this for 6. I mean, like when I say Wrath for 5, I mean Wrath to kill 5 things on the board. You know, you don't need a full board in order for this card to be good. Right. I think that it's an excellent card to leave up when you're just like out of gas, play around it, fill your hand back up. I think this card is just... It's so strong. It's very strong.
Jake and I have been playing in our Commander League that we run through the Discord and the Patreon. You play Spelltable from the comfort of your own home for prizes. Join our Patreon if you want to join the Commander League. Jump into the Discord if you want to learn more about it. Jake and I have played in it a lot this year, and I got to tell you, token creature strategies are running wild right now. Token creature, it feels like every spell nowadays is like destroy target creature, create a 1/1, just draw 3 cards, create a 1/1. Put a land into play.
Oh yeah,
create
and
a 1/1.
just gonna say this with like Furnace of Wrath or Fiery Emancipation. I mean, insane. Like that 8 damage to each opponent turning into 24 damage.
Right, exactly.
This card could be the kill shot. This is just like, it's everything you want.
I feel like this goes in your Karavek. This definitely goes. I'm building Anhelo right now. I'm building Anhelo, the new Maestro, not the new Maestro Massacre. He's the new whichever one he is. He's the one that's got the sacrifice a creature. You get to copy your instant or sorcery spell. I've been building him lately, and this is automatically going in the deck. If I could copy this spell, I mean, you draw 16 cards. Obviously, you only get to keep the second 8, but then 16 damage. I mean, you're running this in a black-blue deck where I don't care about discarding my hand because my graveyard's my second hand. So, oh, baby.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
Kenny said someone mentioned Karavik. Kenny is our resident eagle eye for the Karavik content.
Oh yeah, so this kind of got brushed over during the stream, but shout out to MTG Cam Fan, $2,000 patron.
Yeah, so that is wild. We created a advertiser tier on our Patreon in case anybody wanted to fully sponsor us like Dragon Shield has with our channel. Thank you to our channel sponsor, Dragon Shield. If you want to shop Dragon Shield products, use the link down in the description below. You'll be able to buy some fantastic sleeves, the best sleeves in my opinion, and you'll be directly helping our channel. We created an advertiser tier on Patreon, $2,000 a month, and you get an ad at the beginning of every single long form video. So Cam just signed up for that tier?
Yes, and that is confirmed. I've already looked in Patreon, and that has happened.
Cam,
he did 2 super chats to let us know. So thank you for those super chats as well. This
Cam,
stream we've covered a lot, but this is pretty wild for us. You know, that's really cool. MTG Cam fan, that's crazy, man.
That's a ton of money. We appreciate it wholeheartedly. I hope you just won the lottery or something, and money means nothing to you anymore. That's a lot of money, so it's almost too much. We appreciate it. We're gonna work out how we're gonna call you an advertiser at the beginning of all our videos. I'll write a script up this afternoon, and it'll be in the next 2 or 3 videos. We'll figure it out. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
Kim.
we may do a little sit down with you, have a Discord call, and kind of work out what you're looking for. But I just didn't want that to get lost in the cacophony today. There's a lot of stuff that we covered. And just want to say thank you so much. That's crazy. Shout out to MTG Cam fan.
Yeah, thank you, MTG Cam fan, for sure. If any of y'all want to support us, we're not asking for more $2,000 donations, but any level of our Patreon is going to get you assigned to Headed Giant. That's Jake and mine's favorite format. Also going to get you into the VIP section of our Discord, where we notify you of cards that we're about to make finance videos into, because we've accidentally made some card spikes, so I think that's worth it. Also, you get access into our Commander League that I was talking about earlier. If you want to play Commander over Spelltable,
that's where the real fun is.
Yeah, just playing Commander regularly. It's set up. We got a great tournament organizer. Shout out to Bobby Z. I don't think he can be here. I think he is gearing up to go to a few of these cons that are starting to happen in the area. But if you want to go support us, get involved on a deeper level, Patreon's the way. We saw Kozilek, Butcher of Truth reprint from Double Masters 22. This is like a $70 card. We got Ren and 6, first reprint ever. It's like a $90 card.
Crazy.
I mean, we're popping.
This is crazy.
They really showed some heavy hitters right out of the gate for Double Masters 22.
Chat, we want to hear from you right now. What do you think is the card? What's the big card that we haven't seen? Do we get Mana Crypt again? Mana Crypt always seems like it's a prime card to go into a set like this. Mana Crypt is going to be a big card that would be cool to see in this new treatment. Do we get Phyrexian Altar? I feel like Phyrexian Altar, I see Force of Will popping up. I'm seeing Kenneth saying Jeweled Lotus, seeing Mana Vault. Lots of Imperial Seal. A lot of people want Imperial Seal. Yeah, Rowboat Token says Mishra's Bauble. And what I like about Mishra's Bauble, it's one of these uncommons that whenever they reprint it, it goes down to like 3 to 5.
Gotta be Dockside.
Always shoots back up.
Dude,
always goes back up.
Dockside, I swore was gonna be in our last premium set, Modern Horizons 2. It was not. It's got to be in Double Masters 22, right?
Parallel Lives, I like that one. Yeah, I mean, Dockside has to show up somewhere, right? Parallel Lives could definitely use a reprint, and that would fit Double Masters considering it doubles. Parallel Lives has needed a reprint for a while.
We're going to look at the cards that are not reserved lists that are legal in Commander. We're going to sort by price, high to low. Imperial Seal and anything from PTK or surrounding sets is obviously always going to be at the top. These 8 cards have pretty much held the top 8 spots for years.
Yeah, Mana Crypt. I think Mana Crypt shows up again. That's always pretty...
Mana Crypt is the 8th...
Pretty basic.
Is the 10th most expensive card that is legal in Commander and is not a reserve list card.
And it has been reprinted a lot, which shows just how much players do not care about taking that damage for that free mana.
Let me see if I can take
Gaia's Cradle would be amazing, but that sadly is reserve list.
All right, so I removed PTK from the calls here.
Ooh, Abolisher. I like that one.
We got Phyrexian Altar, Jake. I think that was a really good call. It's the 8th most expensive card that's not reserve list and not PTK, that's legal in Commander. It's widely
That's my
played.
Jake. That's my Jake spec. That's the one that I think is going to pop up in here. I think we get an Altar reprint.
$90 from Ultimate Masters. You know, that's a really good way to shove a lot of artificial value in there just because this card is so scarce.
It's rare. It's rare.
Exactly.
And I hope they keep it at rare because it is good in a set like this to have those high value rares, because you can't depend on the mythics. But when you're going into a box and you're looking at that rare spread and you see stuff like Sylvan Library, Phyrexian Altar, Sensei's Divining Top,
Cavern
that kind of
Force.
stuff, you look for that to give the set some value. Force of Negation,
Cavern of Souls, Cloudstone Curio. Cloudstone's one that is like, this is only scarcity right here. This is a 3-mana artifact that has a ton of play. This is like an all-star in Animar decks. And at $66, this card is way too expensive. But we also need to remember that any of our artifact calls, we have Brothers War coming later this year. I know it's not going to be a huge like reprint heavy set. It's not a premium set like that, but it is going to be surrounded by secret layers, and there may potentially be a special, you know, something like Mystical Archive within it. And so that has to be considered at least this year with a set that's coming that's featuring Urza as a main character. Gotta be looked at, gotta be considered, because maybe they're saving a lot of the reprint equity for the secret layers surrounding that. Maybe we're gonna have, you know, Urza's artifact shelf or something, and we're gonna get, you know, the swords in special treatment.
Right. You know, you really do, you know, Joel, piggybacking off of that, you really do have to look at each set and say, what is the gimmick with this set? Right? Because with Strixhaven, it is the Mystical Archive. That's the gimmick. With Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, the gimmick is this high-priced neon ink red card, and you could get a regular version of it for $1, or you could pay $2,000 and get this way over the top version that makes no sense, right? And then you look at some of the early secret or early products that had collector boosters, and the gimmick wasn't quite figured out. Like Theros Beyond Death, it's like the end of that pack is kind of a nothing burger. You would get like double Annex, double Caliphate, double whatever, and sometimes you'd get like maybe an Annex and the whatever the mythic was, the Perforos. Maybe you'd get a Thassa, but most of the time they were pretty medium. Now each set has this big over-the-top like secret treasure aspect of it. Capenna, not so much, maybe a little bit, but we're going to see more of it in the future, especially with these premium sets, with the new Commander Legends, with Double Masters. Double Masters is going to have some crazy stuff. I can't even imagine where this is going to go.
I hope we get the free spells. We're looking at Fierce Guardianship right here. I hope that we get that run in Battle for Baldur's Gate. We really need reprints on those.
Yeah. I see some people calling for a Ragavan downshifted to rare.
Good luck.
You know, I think that's fair, because Ragavan being mythic and so many decks want 4 copies of it.
That set is still in print. There's no way they're reprinting that this year. No freaking way. You're not going to see Ragavan.
They do
until
Mana
23.
Crypt back to back to back all the time. Force of Will, same thing.
I just think that's a card that they're going to save for like Modern Horizons 3 or whatever the next, if they want to change the name of that one, call it Modern Futures or whatever the hell.
Prayers of an Angel. No, we are just looking at non-reserve list most expensive cards.
Yeah, no, these are not a set. We just wanted to see what we thought would be excellent top tier reprint targets for not only the premium set that we've got coming out this year in Double Masters 22, but we also know we've got Brothers War, which is going to be artifact heavy, and they'll probably pair it alongside some special thing, at the very least secret layers. And then we got Battle for Baldur's Gate, which is going to be a set where the cards that say Commander on them, there's not a good place to print cards that say Commander on them outside of precons and outside of Commander-centric sets, as far as I know. Maybe secret layers. but you're not going to see
You
a card
could
that says
you
commander
could
in
like
a standard
squeeze them
set.
into a like a mystical archive type slot.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah,
That's sort of the same
exactly.
category as Secret Lair, right? That is really the only place you're going to see them. So that's why I'm really hoping that we see cards like Fierce Guardianship, and this one and the red one were the two best. Oh, the black one's pretty good too. But
the two swords that we're missing are the Gruul sword and the Demir sword. They do not have swords yet, those colors. So there are two swords that are yet to be printed. Maybe they bring back the world enchants, since they did that in a Secret Lair. Seems like they test the waters with Secret Lairs before the sets are putting together. Possibly.
textured
I see the
foils.
Secret Lair as a way to print a card that you want to get more copies out there, or a way to just like, sometimes Secret Lair feels like they're just throwing darts at like a wall and they're like,
Oh, yeah.
we'll reprint this card. It's kind of all over the place.
We'll come in $10 over value. We'll come in $10 under value. This one is $70 worth of value. We're selling it for 30. This one's got
Right.
pictures of bears on it.
Yeah, like the Praetors, for example. I mean, that was a crazy lair when you have all of those before the prices went down.
So much value.
Or like throwing in a Liliana Dreadhorde General in every set of Read the Fight and print, you know? Like that's a pretty nutty inclusion.
Dockside would be cool to see in Baldur's Gate. I really think that there's already a lot of hype for that set, and so they don't really have to use much of their reprint equity to sell that set. But, you know, I could see that fitting in to the theme, you know, Dockside Extortionist,
Possibly.
easy peasy, that would fit. Jake, we saw this during the stream, these new foil treatment textured foils. You think this is going to be like a 2XM22 solely treatment, or do you think that they're testing this out like etched foils?
You know, it's hard for me to tell. I want to grab really quick because I'm kind of medium on this. I would want to hold it in my hands. I would
Sure.
want to see what it looks like.
It's
Because
gonna.
I see
they
what
said
they're
it's gonna
doing
have
here
the
with it.
texture, and that's really what I wanted out of the etched foils. I thought those were gonna have sort of a rougher texture to them, and I was disappointed to learn that it just felt like a regular card. Even though I do like the look of etched foils, especially the ones from Commander Legends. That is
What
the
I
version
liked
of
about the edge
etched that
foils
I
is
like.
no curling.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't have any of my cards here. All my cards are at my house.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look here. I have a crop rotation from Double Masters. This would have come right out of a sleeve. And wait, is this a foil? Yeah, this is a foil. So this is a foily crop rotation, would have come right out of a sleeve and then gone into a binder. This is a box topper version. Honestly, it looks pretty flat.
Beautiful
Looks
card.
good. I just want the cards to be flat. That's it.
I love that art.
It's my only real request.
Oh, look at this. This person just pointed out, Jake, in the cover art, in the box art of Double Masters 22, we definitely see Mana Vault.
Oh, is that Mana Vault? I reckon it is, right? Yeah.
100,000%.
Yeah, that would be. So that's going to be a new art Mana Vault. And Mana Vault has gone up so much because people don't really like the white border version. They'll run it because it's a discount. But the Ultimate Masters version really brought this cool new accessible art that wasn't the Masterpiece version, which is, you know, the most blingin' one.
What year did
I
Ultimate
remember
Masters
picking
come
up
out?
those Masterpiece ones for $150 a pop. I had 3 of them. I traded one of them away.
Ultimate Masters was 2018. So I just want to point out, this is now 2 or 3 cards we've seen since they revealed these cards today that have their last reprint in Ultimate Masters. So it seems like this is a really good place. Hey, look, there you go, Jake. There's your call right
Just
there.
to duck, it's Last Hope. Last Hope is the Liliana that they showed.
So I'm wondering if maybe they are looking back. I know Ancient Tomb, Have you seen the price on Ancient Tomb recently?
Yeah, it's because people want that early mana.
$66 cheapest version you can get. Oh, 64 you can get the Tempest version, which is actually cooler in my opinion. This border looks sick. That's electronic. You got the Zendikar Expedition. You got that one there. Our Ultimate Masters reprint was it. You see it on the list. But we got to see Ancient Tomb, right?
So
and Ultimate Masters.
I mean, these honestly, the Double Masters extended or borderless, they look good. They hold up. I think the most important thing is, know what cards are valuable. Make sure you get them in a sleeve and into a binder as soon as you open them. Like, don't let them sit out for like a half hour or even an hour after you've opened them. Just put them in a binder immediately.
Jake, do you think we see a Snapcaster Mage reprint? Last time we saw this was Ultimate Masters. This is the kind of, I hope they downshift it to rare, but exactly what you were talking about with having cards at rare. If this card came as a rare in Double Masters 22, oh baby, you're talking about that rare slot being banging.
I mean, with these premium products, we have seen it before, like with Eternal Masters, Modern Masters, you see a lot of rarity shifts. So if they did, downshift something like Snapcaster Mage, if they're looking at its value going, hey, Snapper's only $30 these days, maybe we downshift that to rare. Yeah, I mean, that gives a lot of equity to the rare slot, which is the important part. You want your rare slot to have like the Phyrexian Towers and the Life from the Loams and the Phyrexian Altar and Entomb and all that good kind of stuff, because then if I don't pull a mythic, I at least have a good spread of rares that I could hit that are going to be valuable. Jesper, nothing super solid that we've seen so far.
Dude, I remember in 2016 the price of Tarmogoyf, the feeling of opening a Tarmogoyf in a pack of like Modern Masters 15 or Modern Masters 2017. How the mighty have fallen.
I still remember I sold. This is why you sell into hype. It's like IPO day, right?
Seriously.
You get a new card and you that Tarmogoyf that came out of Ultimate Masters, my box topper that they sent to the people from the War of the Spark debacle. I sold that immediately into hype on eBay for $460. That box topper. It got bought like right before Christmas, and yeah, I mean, you sell the rip and buy the dip, man. So I mean, it's just like one of those cards where I think power level has kind of pushed it out of the limelight. I think Tarmogoyf used to be just like this big crazy beater, and now it's just fair. It's a fair card.
How
Cawthron Cards, what's up, man?
How has this card gotten up into the 20s? God.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
That's jank stuff there.
That is wild. That is an over $20 card. Yeah, so
I think the answer is people like dragons.
People like dragons, bro. People like dragons.
They like dragons. We had a good day today. I probably got a skedaddle soon.
Yeah.
I got a stream coming up here that I need to prep for. Everybody, I should shout that out. We are going to be opening in just a couple hours. What time is it right now?
Hang on, let me swap over real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
So right now it is 3:34. So in like 2 hours, in 25 minutes, we're going to be starting up a stream. We're going to be cracking into a brand spanking new case of Japanese War of the Spark, and we are going after that alternate art foil Amano Liliana.
Yeah, boy.
I know I've said it a lot, but if anybody wants to come hang out later on, chill a little bit more, 72 pack quest, we're going for it.
So just sort of wrap up this video, the conversation we were having, so I can post it as a YouTube video in a little while. It looks like there are some significant choices from Ultimate Masters that Wizards may or may not be reprinting into 2XM that we've seen today. The most recent being this possible Mana Vault reprint that we saw in the not cover art, but the booster box art.
That's some speculation, but I like it.
Pretty cool,
I like
speculative piece. You know we need Ancient Tomb. Snappy would be nice. Another D-tutor. Why not? Let's just keep it going. So it'll be interesting to see in the coming weeks what we actually get out of our Double Masters 22. 2 rares per pack set. It's a hype set.
2 rares per pack. Yeah, I think that Mana Vault would fit better into Triple Masters, but that doesn't exist yet, so we'll just have to wait.
The keyword there is yet. It will definitely exist. They'll be like, guys, you know how the last pack was 2 rares? In this one, it's 3. Open them. They're $40 a pop. Whee! Whee!
Yeah, I'm excited. Do they bring back VIP? Did they show us that? Did they show us? Are they going to have a Double Masters VIP? Does that come back? I think it just becomes a collector box, right?
Yeah, so we've got collector
which makes
boosters,
the most sense.
Collector booster packs, collector booster box. I will say it looks
those
like...
collector boosters, that collector booster box right there, fucking $800. I'm
Seriously.
it's gonna be stupid.
Seriously.
It is gonna be stupid. And I will go to Cawthorn Cards to have the Lance open my packs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so
Just
homies,
saying.
I know that we got a ton of information here. Jake and I are going to be digesting some of this and pooping it out as shorts over the next weeks. Also got some cool vids coming up, y'all. We've really been working hard in the background. Jake and I have had a little bit of a crazy year this year, but seems like things are settling down, knock on wood. We appreciate everybody hanging out today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go check out our Patreon. You know all the stuff. Hop into our Discord is the main thing I can tell you. The Discord is where it's happening. Link is in the chat and in the description below.
Links are down there if you're going to TCG as well. If you're ordering a bunch of cards from the new set, or if you plan on pre-ordering, use our affiliate link.
Please
it helps us out a great deal. If you don't want to, subscribe but you're like, I don't know, I'll throw them a bone. Then maybe that's a good way to do it.
Absolutely, y'all. Please come back for Jake's stream later tonight. You're gonna have a blast.
We did coordinate our hairstyles. You're right, Jake. Sorry.
Tonight for Jake's stream, we have cheated and gone ahead and bought a foil mono. We have seeded it into one of the packs, so it is definitely 100% happening tonight. Y'all enjoy.
Yeah, Space Station. Shout out to Space.
I'm just kidding.
We're gonna have a fun stream. If you do want to stay up to date on Commander content, MTG Finance type stuff, this is your last chance. You have 10 seconds to subscribe. Then after that, the chance goes away forever.
This is also cool. This happened. Old Border Soul Ring. Not that we don't have an Old Border Soul Ring.
That is dope.
Anyway, love y'all, mean it. Catch y'all later. I'm ending the stream in 5, 4,